Okay. Your name, can I get your name first, please?
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. My name is Ahmad Abddelwahab.
And are you currently in, what are you currently doing right now?
I'm currently in Medina, the Islamic University in Medina. I just finished my master's degree in fiqh, and next year, inshallah, I'll start my PhD program.
So how did you get started in this Quran memorization?
In the year 2000, in the beginning of my college career, I started practicing, and my mother and her best friend advised me to memorize the Quran, and they told me to go see Sheikh ArRaee. So he advised me and encouraged me to start, but he warned me that it will take a lot of my time, so that be careful not to waste time in college and hang out with friends. Your Quran is going to be your friend, and most of your time is going to be studying and then reviewing and memorizing Quran. Don't expect to have much of a social life in college like the other people do. So I said, okay, let's begin, and he would meet me every weekend, or I'd go to him wherever he is, whether in DC or Virginia or Maryland, and recite to him my memorization and recite to him review.
And how did you, how would you review this memorization with Sheikh ArRaee?
Okay, after reciting my new memorization, usually he'd, every once a month or so, we'd go out to a far place, like we'd go to Cumberland Park or some park nearby, and we'd drive, and I would recite maybe 3 or 5 ijza, and he would correct me, and if I had too many mistakes, he would tell me you have to review more. So that only happened a few times, so I realized his standard of review means you have barely any mistakes. So I would prepare for that, and then I would recite to him. And then he also made me review on my own every day the most recently memorized verses, maybe the last 15 pages of that I memorized, and then at least 1 juz, if not 2 juz, a day, and then later on 3 juz maybe. But with him, whenever he had the time, we'd go out somewhere and I'd recite to him 3 to 5 ijza until I finished entire Quran with him like that.
And this is the any kind of program that you had with Sheikh ArRaee, or was it GQMA program, right?
It was with the GQMA program, yeah, but it wasn't in a specific classroom because he'd like to travel and let me recite while I'm traveling, but sometimes it was actually in the musalla or the classroom, but most of the time it was, a lot of times the review especially, because it takes a long time, he'd like to go out and walk and drive and so forth.
Any advice that you get?
Yeah, in terms of Quran, he gave me a lot of advice in terms of just to keep up my review and to lessen my mistakes and to mark them and so forth. He also advised me not to look at the dunya that the people are enjoying, and that the best thing that I can possibly do is memorize the Quran for this life and the akhirah, and that Allah will bless my life with this Quran. And I really saw that, alhamdulillah, happen. So many things in college and after college that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened up and made easy with the blessing of memorizing the Quran. I asked him after I finished reciting to him, who should I recite to after that, or what should I do after that? He said, recite to Sheikh Ibrahim al-Akhdar in Medina, the Sheikh al-Qurra, the head of ArRaee in Medina. I said, how can I recite to him? He used to come sometimes for Quran programs that are like 2 weeks in GW under GQMA. So I got to know him. He said, maybe one day Allah will make it easy that you can go and recite to him. So alhamdulillah, in fact, once I got accepted into the university, I went to him and I said, Sheikh ArRaee sends a salam that he wants me to recite to you. And usually he would reject most students because he has only maybe 6 students that he would listen to once a day. So he said, okay, come to me after Hajj, and I began with him a 5-year recitation plan. I finished Hafs in 5 years with Ijaaza with him. That was after reciting to Sheikh ArRaee and being prepared by him to recite to Sheikh Ibrahim al-Akhdar. And now I started my second recitation with him in Qalun and Ibn Kathir, and we're 1/3 of the Quran finished, alhamdulillah.
So how would you rate all these experiences you have with the whole thing?
It was an amazing experience because it's, subhanAllah, I just started off with reciting the first page of Baqarah, the first half page of Baqarah along with Fatiha, and the rest of the Quran I didn't know except the last 2 juz. And now, alhamdulillah, I got to memorize the Quran and master its review and lead Taraweeh and review a lot with Sheikh ArRaee and master my tajweed with him. And then I got to recite to Sheikh Ibrahim al-Akhdar, who's probably the best reciter, if not one of the best reciters in the world, a renowned scholar of Quran. I got to recite to him more than one type of recitation. That was a big blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It helped me tremendously in my studies, in my Islamic studies, and in even my college studies in computer science. Studying became so easy because memorizing became a piece of cake and reviewing became a piece of cake. So I applied that to, alhamdulillah, everything that was in my studies. And I also started encouraging others to memorize. I was able to teach for 2 years in tahfiz and hifz school in the area. And in Medina now, alhamdulillah, I have a few students in the Masjid Nabawi reciting also for Ijaaza. It's all from the virtue of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then with the efforts that my teachers have put into it, and the encouragement of my parents and their dua, and the continuous struggle with memorizing and reviewing the Quran.
Would you be comfortable reciting some verses?
Okay, sure, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون.
Do you want to add anything to it?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. Okay. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much.
الله يجزيك خير. بارك الله فيك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.